Okay. Anthony Jackson.
Kia ora.
All right. Question number 1 for you. How did this begin with what you do and why?
God, we can almost go back to film school for that. Put it this way, by the end of my schooling years, I don't know what the hell to do, so my grandmother and mother went, you can go to a film course, and I went, sweet as. Within 3 months of the film course, they're like, you've got an eye for this, you're going to go over to Fiji with this youth group, and I went, sweet as. Didn't even know how to turn on a camera really when I first started, so to be within, at that point in 3 months was awesome. Was sent over to Fiji, did a documentary, and just went, oh my God, there's something in this. So I finished my film course, and then just played around with that for a little bit. For no money, it was just for experience, which was in the long run a good thing, because it makes you develop a passion for it. But just kept at it.
So that was in NZ?
That was in New Zealand. That was back in 2006.
And that was film school?
That was film school.
Like learning videography?
Yeah, so I was working at a TV station there, just a small little one. Looking back on it, it was, I don't really know how it operated all that well, but it gave me the opportunity to get out in the public with a camera and just develop an idea for it. And I always loved framing things up and seeing people in different light and things like that, and going out and meeting people and yada yada. Did nothing for 10 years after I came to Aussie.
So what did you do when you came to Australia?
Everything but in the long run, that also paid off. So working in gyms and sales and things like that, and just getting to learn how people operate.
Learn how people tick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, learn how people will love to pay money to want to exercise but not do it. It's pretty damn funny. But in the long run, it paid off. So it was the connections that I met through working in those gyms.
So how did you get back into it?
You work in sales for long enough, you realise that you're just a number. And no matter what the environment, each month, it resets, and you're back to square one. And I did that for 24 months. And it's not forever, that kind of job.
So what did you do? You picked up what? You picked up your camera and just went...
I went to Cash Converters and bought a few cameras.
Did you really?
Yeah, I always knew I wanted to do it, never thought that it would be a full-time
that passion
gig.
was there, and you just went, I really want to get back into this.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It was, I don't know what the hell to do. I had no confidence in myself at all. Like you tell yourself you're a dumbass for long enough, you really believe it. But something within my later 20s, mid to later 20s really kicked in. And when I did a wedding where you were, which was hilarious.
Yes.
Because who the hell stops after the ceremony and lip syncs to Jessica Mauboy? They did.
Yeah.
I've never been more horrified. It was like watching Homer and The Simpsons, and you, as the celebrant, going into the bushes going...
Actually, I do remember actually standing behind the big pot, like, wow, it was different.
And I was at the back doing the same thing, and I wasn't even meant to hide from anyone. So, look, there's something in weddings. I like seeing people get married. I like seeing people want to make it work. And I think that comes from seeing things not work as a child. And now to be in this industry, 9 years later, 500 weddings down.
So, videography, and then how did you get into your photography?
So after that first wedding that I did, I thought, I love this. This is really cool. So I saved up a bit of money, bought a camera, and then that camera got stolen. Tax return came around, got a bit of money, went to Camera House down at Robina, and Michael down there goes, well, if you're going to get into videography full time, this is what you need. So I thought, oh, good, this is the actual step I needed to take. I needed to get some proper gear to make myself look kind of professional in a way, and then just fake it till I make it. But I made it pretty quick.
You know what I remember? I remember going to the gym, and because I remember that wedding, and I remember when I met you, and I actually asked you, I said, how long have you been doing this for? And you went, I want to get into it more. And I was just listening to what you were saying, and I was like, you know what? You got the passion.
Yeah.
I could see there was passion there, not just, I'm just doing this because it's a job.
Yeah.
And then it's funny how things happen, because I then ended up going to the gym, and I went, hey, that's that guy that was doing the videography, and that blah, blah, blah. So I chatted with you and I actually asked you, I said, where do you want to be with this? What do you want to do? And I remember you sat back and you actually said, if I could just do this full time, I would love it.
I'm glad you remember that because
I remember it.
But I can.
I remember it because you were like, if I could just do this full time, that's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And I could see it's like, you know what? You got the passion, you will go far.
Yeah.
So what keeps driving you now? How many years you been doing it?
9 years. 9 years, 500 weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, it is
Pretty
cool.
cool.
So what drives you now?
What drives me now is knowing that a couple's going to look back and have memories forever. That's it. And I don't have to do it. I get to do it. Like that's my thing. Like I've invested so much money, not because I just want to do it for the hell of it. I just want to make the best quality work for my clients. And understanding that I was good at it took a long time.
Believing in yourself, right?
Yeah, that took a long time.
It does.
Like I've really had to flip the switch on how I think about myself as well, going into it, because I just thought, I'm just a guy doing video. But even doing video at weddings, it got to about 200 weddings, and I was like, I'm bored. I'm standing back. I want to be talking, and I think I'm ready. So I taught myself photography.
Wow.
Which, yeah, fun.
You love it?
What's this number? Don't know. So I set my camera to automatic and went down to the park every single day with the dogs.
Really?
In my old flat. And just the dogs would run and I'd be like, okay, so in order to do this, I need to do that. And
wow.
Played with lighting and stuff. And I spent hours and hours and hours doing that. Thousands of hours it would have been. Until I went, okay, you've got the hang of this.
Yeah.
Photographed a few weddings and then I just don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Yeah.
But it comes down to that word passion. If you don't have that, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, don't do it.
Well, look, I think in every industry, it'd be lovely to say, you've got to have the passion for what you do. And even, having a chat with Bea, like she's got the passion for what she does.
Yeah.
But man, you got to have it in the wedding industry.
Yeah, and you can see it on people that don't have it.
Yeah.
And you can read it straight away.
Yeah.
It can be, I can look at someone when I first meet them and know if they have that passion.
And it's the wedding industry.
Yeah.
You can't, well, my opinion, it's not just a job.
Oh, it's more than a job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you're capturing memories. Your role is bloody important. My role's bloody
Everyone's
important.
is. That's the whole thing in the wedding industry, and that's where I think it's really lovely, where you can work with people where no one's more important than the other.
Yeah.
It's a team effort.
Yeah.
So, with what I do, if I can get the couple as relaxed as possible and really feeling it and it got their vibe going, and then you're capturing the magic, and it's just that flow-on effect, but it has to be a team effort. And you have to have the passion.
And I remember the day that I actually started feeling different as a human was during COVID up at Stella's with that Māori couple.
Oh.
Where I was about to say lyrics there. Come on, Hans. Jeez. His vows, he spoke them and I was like, oh, jeez, what's this?
Yeah.
What's going on in here? And I went, oh, you're actually really fully embracing this now. And I went, oh, okay. There's something in this now.
Yeah,
it
definitely.
Took me from a cold-hearted prick to quite a loving human being.
Oh, who are you?
Kia ora, man. But no, in all fairness, though, it has really changed me as a person, though.
Yeah,
it
right.
Opened up the heart.
Yeah, and really, isn't that what we all want?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we all want?
It's human.
Yeah.
It's human.
To feel.
We're watching humans do human things.
Yeah.
And we get to be there.
And that's it. We get to be there, but also they're comfortable enough to let you in.
Oh yeah. I think it's quite cool when you realise that you've made a couple feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And it could be on an engagement shoot. How the hell are you? They're like, oh, good, you're not proper. I'm like, yeah, it's not me.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, what is your point of difference? What's your point of difference?
I have an ability to read a couple, to know the language to use around them, the mannerisms. Whether it's I can actually push them into certain poses. You got to be able to read. There's so much to it.
It's very important, I think, to read a couple and what they're about, and then you you hop into their space and make them feel comfortable.
Yeah, I think you just summed it up there. Getting
Yeah.
into their space. That's
Hop into their space.
Yes, yeah.
Because otherwise it's like, which I have seen a lot of, and everyone's different, but some photographers are just like, no, this is how you're going to do it. Whereas if you hop into their space, make them feel comfortable, they become more pliable.
It's all about how it flows.
Yeah.
Because when you do act like how you just said, it kind of puts a barrier up between the vendor and, and the client.
Yep.
And you can't have that. We work for them.
Yeah.
They're paying the money. We do the best that we can bloody do.
I always say to any couple, whoever you book for your wedding, whoever it is, make sure they have the passion for what they do and they're there for you.
Yep.
They're not just doing it as a job, right down to making the cake.
I worked with a photographer when I was starting in videography up at Cedar Creek Lodges. And this is the wedding where I actually made a name for myself. And she rang me beforehand. And I thought, this is an interesting person. She's obviously been in there a long time. She thinks her shit don't stink. Sweetheart, it does. Everyone's does. And she, now looking back on it, this is 9 years ago, I thought that was all about her on the day. She's no longer in the industry. She hasn't been for many years. And I'll never mention her name because that's disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's a perfect example. It was all about her on the day. Look at me, I'm the photographer. Bugger that. What a dick.
Yeah.
You're there for the client, not for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's been good to see the industry change in that time as well.
Yeah.
Like a lot of weddings, even in terms of where they are, I don't really get the ones close to the beach anymore, apart from a few brilliant ones like Pacific Beach. A lot of them are hinterland.
Yeah.
Even driving 8 hours into...
Which you love.
I do.
You do,
Podcasts.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay, me time.
Yeah, yeah.
been fun.
Yeah. But it's driving to that journey, you're actually filling your cup full of doing what you want to do. Then you get there and then it's like, I'm here for you guys.
Yeah.
Right, let's go.
And I'll never forget my first one going down to Narrabri in a little piece of shit car. Hadn't been serviced and I just went, this is a massive risk, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Yeah.
And it was everything about it. I was like, this car's going to overheat. No, it's not. No, it's not. It was the journey. And then I drove back home that night afterwards, dodging kangaroos. And I've done this 12 times now.
Jeez.
Just that area.
Yeah.
And I love it.
You love it.
So being able, people don't even go, oh, so what do you do? They just go, hey, you filmed our mate's wedding in Moree.
Word of mouth, still good.
Come and get it. That's what the majority of my weddings are now.
Word of mouth. You can have the best website and everything else, but word of mouth is still, yeah.
Yeah, my website's pretty damn average, and it's going to stay that way too. As long as it's got the information on there and affordable prices for my couples, sweet.
So how do they find you?
Facebook, Instagram, yeah, pretty much those. I am on Google, but look, if they go through Google, they're going to end up sending emails. I don't like emails. It's not me. I don't like the proper, hi, so-and-so, and then signed off Anthony. You know, I hate that stuff. I'd rather treat people like a mate.
Yep.
Because then you kind of break the ice straight away, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And so you'd prefer them to contact you through Messenger?
Messenger's a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially the Facebook Messenger. If they don't have it, I've got WhatsApp as well.
Yep.
By all means, like if email's your thing, go for it.
Yeah.
But I'm going to talk to you like you're my friend, not a lawyer.
Yeah.
Keeping
it real. Keeping it real.
It is about being real.
Well, yes, I could not agree more.
I think watching you do weddings, God, I would have seen you do, 50 to 60 to 70 weddings.
Yeah, probably even more. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably is more, when you think about it.
Keeping it real, I think, I don't know, just keep it real. Just be you, you know.
If you're not being yourself, who the hell are you being on the wedding day? That's why when I rock up to a bride's prep or whatever, I'm like, how you feeling? You a bit nervous? Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I like that. I like to read the room, go say hello to mum, say hello to dad, even talking to the parents.
Connect.
Even one of my favourite things at a wedding is seeing the father see the daughter for the first time.
Oh yeah.
So probably the last 20 weddings I've done, I've stood there and been like, I bring the bride out right behind the dad. I'll have the dad facing one way, and I'll say, right mate, this is your little girl.
Oh, whew.
Go back through the memory bank. Remember that day she was born.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to use it in a minute.
Remember her first day of school. So remember those little moments. And by that point, the mum's either going, oh, can you shut up? You're making me bloody cry. And I'm like, good, that's what it's about.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I got that stuff from watching you do your celebrant stuff, because it's about making the clients feel and just feel. It's not feeling angry or sad or happy or whatever. It's everything.
Feel
everything together. So if I can get the emotions going before the ceremony, I'm like, hell yeah, better photos, better videos.
Yeah, yeah.
Also telling the groom, hey mate, like she said, if you don't cry or show any kind of emotion when she's walking out, she's going to bugger off. And they're, really? No, be yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Be yourself.
Exactly. So where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years with your business?
This business is currently being pushed in directions I never thought I could push it, because I'm capable of a lot more than what I thought I was capable of. I'm one of the fastest editors around while still delivering absolute quality. I've now got a team, got 3-4 freelance videographers, same with photographers. Readjusted all the packages on my website because I've realized that the product that I have is so beneficial to my clients without charging megabucks. And I am about 10% cheaper than everyone else out there with my experience. But I don't do it for the money. I do it for the freedom to wake up in the morning and go, I'm gonna lie in bed for an extra hour. I don't have to go 9 to 5 for someone else. But on some days I might wake up at 3 in the morning and go, I'm gonna go edit. I'm gonna do that because I love doing it. There's some days where I've done other non-wedding jobs where I go, yeah, I love weddings. I love weddings. I love everything about them. I love the first inquiry. I love that feedback from a client when they go, you know what? All that information on your website's brilliant. We just want to book you. I'm like, cool. Let's do it.
Excellent.
Yeah. I would want to be that vendor where it's so chill and so easy, but rock up on your wedding day and feel like they've known you 10 years.
So, are you in love with what you do?
I think that would be a massive understatement.
I
I can't even express how much weddings mean to me. And that's every type of client I get. Because they end up as friends.
They do actually, don't they? They
and
do.
Even with the vendors as well.
Yeah, yeah.
I ran into DJ Corey the other week, had a good yarn in the middle of Rabina.
Yeah.
Like you run into people everywhere, it's good fun.
Yeah.
But also recommending vendors that we know and trust is a huge thing too.
Yeah.
But also new people to the industry. If you can see something in them, nurture it. No different to what you do with me. So it's paying it forward.
And that makes me happy because that's how it should be.
Damn straight, learn from the best.
Yep. Yeah, well, right.
Yes.
Anthony Jackson, it's been a pleasure.
Cheers, Dan.
Continue doing what you do.
With pleasure.
All right.